The Bible is the most read, most translated, and perhaps the most influential book in human history. But have you ever stopped to wonder, where did this book actually come from? It didn't just fall from the sky one day. It took thousands of years, hundreds of authors, and countless wars and spiritual journeys to become the text we know today. In this video, we will explore how ancient manuscripts rose from the desert sands to become the Bible. Welcome to this thrilling journey through history. The Bible isn't actually a single book, it's a library. It is primarily divided into two main sections, the Old Testament and the New Testament. According to the Protestant Bible, it contains a total of 66 books. The first part, the Old Testament, was written primarily in Hebrew, with small portions in Aramaic. It consists of 39 books, covering everything from creation to the history of the nation of Israel and prophecies. The second part, the New Testament, was written in Koine Greek. It contains 27 books, telling the story of the life of Jesus Christ, the acts of his apostles, and the final judgment. But the question remains, how did these writings in different languages become one? In the beginning, there were no written books. There was only memory. Fathers would pass down stories of God's works and history to their children through generations. This is known as oral tradition. It is believed that writing began around 1400 BC. From Moses to David, Solomon, and the prophets, these texts were written in various contexts over time. Some wrote from palaces, some from prisons, and others from islands of exile. Despite being written over a span of about 1,500 years by more than 40 different authors, the amazing fact is, they all carried the same central theme. After writing, the biggest challenge was distinguishing the authentic books from the fake ones. This selection process is called canonization. By the end of the 1st century, the books of the Old Testament were largely confirmed. However, the New Testament underwent rigorous scrutiny. Many fake Gospels, known as Gnostic Gospels, were circulating at the time. Between 300 and 400 AD, various church councils, such as the Council of Carthage, convened to decide which books were divinely inspired. They used 3 criteria. 1. Was it written by an apostle or their associate? 2. Was it universally accepted by the early church? 3. Did its teaching align with established doctrine? After much debate, the list of the 66 books we have today was finalized. If the Bible had remained only in Hebrew and Greek, most of us wouldn't be able to read it today. The first major translation was the Septuagint, the Old Testament translated from Hebrew into Greek in the 3rd century BC. Then came the historic Latin Vulgate. In the 4th century, St. Jerome translated the entire Bible into Latin for the common people of the Roman Empire. This remained the primary Bible of the Church for 1,000 years. Later, courageous figures like John Wycliffe and William Tyndale risked their lives to translate the Bible into English, ensuring that the ordinary person could understand it. The greatest revolution in the spread of the Bible occurred in 1455, when Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press. The very first book he printed was the Bible. Where it once took a scribe 10 months to hand copy a single Bible, thousands of copies could now be produced rapidly. Then came the Reformation. Martin Luther and others insisted that the Bible should be in everyone's hands.
Missionaries carried this book on ships to the remote corners of Asia, Africa, and the Americas. In this way, the Bible became truly universal.
The greatest revolution in the spread of the Bible occurred in 1455, when Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press. The very first book he printed was the Bible. Where it once took a scribe 10 months to hand copy a single Bible, thousands of copies could now be produced rapidly. Then came the Reformation. Martin Luther and others insisted that the Bible should be in everyone's hands. Missionaries carried this book on ships to the remote corners of Asia, Africa, and the Americas. In this way, the Bible became truly universal.
Beyond religion, the Bible's impact on our civilization is undeniable. From Shakespeare to modern literature, from Michelangelo's art to our legal systems, the Bible's footprint is everywhere. Concepts of human rights, charity organizations, the founding of hospitals, and the spread of literacy have all been heavily influenced by biblical teachings. Even scientific pioneers like Newton and Galileo were believers in the Bible. The Bible is not just a religious text. It is a foundational pillar of Western civilization and modern thought.
In today's journey, we've seen how thousands of years of history, blood, sweat, and ink came together to create this extraordinary book. The Bible is not just a book, it is a living witness to history. Which part of the Bible's history did you find most surprising? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical documentaries. Thank you.